Hello, this is Lori from Lori's Lemonade Stand. As you can see, I have alopecia universalis, no hair, pluses and minuses. But today I wanted to talk to you about one of the biggest issues that I had after I lost all of my hair and starting to wear wigs. The biggest issue that I found for me personally was the wigs were very itchy. I felt like I had lace on top of my head, and it just made my skin crawl. I couldn't stand it. So I had to come up with a way that, actually I tried many wig caps, and none of them worked. Everything seemed to poke through those wig caps and get to my head and make it super itchy. So I could barely last an hour wearing a wig, and I would throw the thing because I could not stand it. So today I'm going to show you what I have come up with. It's not real pretty, but it works for me. So let me show you. Okay, the supplies you'll need for this project. The first is a pair of pantyhose. This pair of pantyhose right here is nude color because it matches the color of my head. They're a control top, just regular old cheap pair of pantyhose. When I buy my pantyhose, what I'm looking for is I want the color to match my wig. So for instance, if I have on a blonde wig, I match the color, and it has monofilament, I match the color of my scalp. So hence the nude color. If I have on a black wig, I'll have a black pair of pantyhose. If I wear a red wig, I'll have a dark brown pair of pantyhose. Or if I have a blonde wig that's rooted, like a dark brown root, I'll have a pair of dark brown pantyhose. And they can be pantyhose or leggings or whatever. But I buy the kind that have the control top because it's really soft up here. So that's item number one, pair of pantyhose. Item number two, pair of scissors. And then item number three, some Velcro. And this right here is just a packet of 12 little squares, individual squares of Velcro. I got this one at Michael's. You can probably get them at Joann's or Home Depot or wherever. So these they're just Velcro strips that have squares on them, and they have the front and the back part of this Velcro. So that's all the materials you'll need for this project. Okay, so now the first step that we're going to do is I'm going to take this pantyhose and I'm going to cut the legs off of it because we don't need all these legs. So that's the first step that I'm going to do. And how I did that is I just laid it flat on my table and I cut the legs off. I mean, seriously, where the color started, I cut it right off. So right below the crotch line is where I cut it off. So this is going to become the wig cap. So let me put it on for you and so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, I got funny little legs sticking out of the top. But I don't care. I just sort of do like that. And so this cap right here, it's amazing. So a pair of pantyhose was like, I don't know, $2.99 is what I paid for these. Cheap old pantyhose, no big deal. It makes the best wig cap. It's nice and soft. It fits my head perfectly. And the size that I bought was the size that I normally wear. So, I mean, I don't know. I got a little head, and these are size A. No big deal. All right, so now this is my wig cap. Now, when I first did this, all I did was put the wig cap on and then put the wig over the wig cap. And I loved it because it's not really hot. It protects my head from my wig, and it's really soft. So there were three things that really, really bothered me. Number one, other wig caps didn't protect me, so my head was really itchy. Or number two, if it did protect me, it was really hot and I couldn't stand it. Or number three, it wasn't soft. So cheap old pair of pantyhose did the trick for me. Now let me show you then. So then the next issue that I had is I had this on, then I put my wig on. What would happen is I would feel my wig sliding backwards, and it didn't and then, but my wig cap was still there, and so I was always concerned that you'd be able to see my wig cap. So that's where the Velcro strips come in handy. So let me show you what I do with the Velcro. Okay, so from the Velcro strips, you need a total of 4 little squares for each wig cap. And so what I would do is I take 1 square and I would put 1 square on the front of the pantyhose, on the back of the pantyhose, just right here along the rib, along the edge, and then 2 on either side. So then that would be, you know, 1 at the side, 1 at the front, 1 at the side, and 1 at the back. So let me put those on. Oh, a little hint, or a little, what I learned is, so this right here is Velcro that is sticky on the back. So this right here is sticky. But what I've found is that this isn't sticky enough to stay on your wig cap and over, you know, many uses. So what I have learned and what I do is I take the square and I use some wig tape, and I put a little piece of wig tape on the back of the Velcro square to make it so that it's stickier and it has a tendency to stay in place a little bit better. So let me show you how I do this. So I take my wig tape and I just get a little piece and I cut it about the size of the little square, and I put it on the back. You see my son in the background? Hello, son.
Hey.
He's like, what are you doing? So on the back of each square then I put a piece of wig tape to give it a little bit more adhesive value to it. Okay, then I take my little square and I actually attach it right on, I don't know if you can see that, to the edge of the pantyhose. And I put it on the outside edge, outside of the wig, and so that the inside of the pantyhose is what goes on my head. So on the outside, so I put all 4 squares on here. Okay, so I have all 4 squares on now. So if you'll notice, there's one on the front or the back, the front, and both sides. And that's on the outside. So just the 4, essentially 4 corners. All right, so this is the wig cap. Then what I do on the, you know, on the Velcro strips, there's the, I don't know, the bristly side and the soft side. The soft side, then I actually put on my wig. So for instance, here's a wig that I've already done this to. So I put 1 square on the front, and if yours has the lace front, I put it behind the lace front. And then I put it on both ear tabs. If you'll notice, this one's 1 ear tab, the second ear tab, and then in the back. So I put the soft side actually on my wig on all 4 areas. Then I take my wig cap and I attach it to my wig. So let me do that for you now. Okay, so now here's my wig with my wig cap attached to it. So, you know, my wig is inside out, and so I just attached the 4 Velcro, you know, tabs on each one. So that's the front. Here's the side, right there at the ear piece, either side, and then in the back. And this right here, what I found was that the edge of the wig is what really made me itchy. So I try and get the Velcro tabs as close to the edge as possible so I don't feel the inside of the wig, because that inside part of the wig made my head itch so bad. All right, so then you just turn your wig right side. The wig cap is inside, like that, and I put it on my head. So let me demonstrate. It's hard to do with this webcam backwards. I'm so confused. If anybody has a solution for that, my webcam views it in mirror image, and I get so confused as to what I'm looking at in this webcam. Okay, there you go. So I have a very comfortable wig cap on. I don't feel all this itchiness. It covers really well. It feels snug on my head. I don't feel like it's going to fall off. I don't feel that my wig cap is one way and my wig is another way. And it's very comfortable. It's not hot. It's nice and soft. And there you go. I hope that helps you.